Alright, there's a quick video of something I'm getting ready to do here. Let's say pull the seat up. Yeah, it looks like I had a mouse in here at one time. To get the seat out, the bottom part of the seat in a WK1, I'm not sure, 2010, where it stopped at. But anyway, what am I talking about? It's up here. It's a 17 mil. Get yourself some power on that, because those things are long and they are in there pretty deep. Okay, show you that little square that's made. Guess what's under there? You guessed it, fuel pump. I got a 455 I'm getting ready to put on. Ordered it directly from HHP. The kit looks like it comes with everything you're gonna need to install this in your basket. And obviously there's the pump. Sheet metal, decent size thickness. I'm gonna use to make a plate. Some cutting discs, masking tape, and some self-tappers. Okay, I want to show you the idea. I see the guys cutting them off and then bending it back and then trying to bend it back. That's not what I'm doing. You can see I'm going to cut out a nice square and use that sheet metal as a cap. So I wanted to leave a little bit of overhang on all sides. You can see where it starts to round. You don't want to try to shape that unless you got all the tools to shape a piece of metal to fit that flat. If not, just go with the flat part, and the head's going to be right under here. This is big enough to get that ring out and the head of it. If not, I'll try to cut it back a little. After you crack this open, that fuel pump, and those vapors start to get inside that truck, don't turn on your electric cutting wheel. Or you don't want to create any sparks in there once you start smelling gas. Don't forget that. That part is very, 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 very important. So if you're going to do this, keep that in mind. If you're smelling gas, the slightest little spark could set that thing on fire. So don't forget that. Just a nice quick rundown on the parts I'm going to need to do this job. And again, I'm going to make a porthole through the body of the car. I've got some buthol I'm going to use to make a seal. You could use whatever you want. I like buthol. It's cheap, waterproof, very sticky. So once I make a patch panel, and then these little, you can see how flat those screws are, because I should have showed that to you while I was over here. My apologies. I thought this was going to be a flat piece of metal right here, and it's not. It's actually got some ribbing on it and a good amount of space. So, but I didn't know what this was going to look like until I opened it up. But that was the reason why I got flat screws, or kind of flat, just so I can reserve as much space as possible. As you can see, this tray, it's going to cover that whole area. So yeah, and like I said, I'm just gonna screw probably one here, two on each side, and then one at the top. And then that buthol, if you don't know what that is, it's what we used to use back in the day for windshields. I guess some people, you still can, I guess, but that's what buthol is. So if you're wondering what that word meant, it's just double-sided sticky waterproof tape, about that thick or that wide. It's thick as a 3M, that double-sided tape, but nevertheless, it's sticky, it's waterproof, and it'll make a perfect seal once I put these screws all the way around. Okay, I'll show you the next part in a few.